Have you ever wondered what's really holding you back from success? What if the biggest obstacle isn't the world around you, but the voice inside your own mind? And what if today you could learn how to silence that voice and replace doubt with unstoppable determination? Doubt is just a thought, and thoughts can be changed. They can be reshaped, reprogrammed, and transformed. That's exactly what we're going to do today. Turn doubt into determination. Success isn't reserved for the lucky few or those born into privilege. It's available to anyone willing to think differently, work relentlessly, and take consistent action. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but Jim, my situation is different. I've tried before and failed. Let me ask you, how many times did you try? Once? Twice? Maybe a few? Let me tell you a story about a man named Colonel Sanders. At 65 years old, broke, living in his car, he had nothing but a chicken recipe and a dream. He was rejected 1,009 times before someone finally said yes to his Kentucky Fried Chicken. Imagine the doubt he must have felt, but he didn't let it win. He turned that doubt into determination. The difference between where you are and where you want to be lies in your daily decisions, your actions, and your mindset. Think of your mindset as the software of your brain. It can be upgraded. You can install new beliefs, new thoughts, and new patterns that empower you instead of limit you. The first step is awareness. Recognize your doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs. Write them down. See them clearly on paper, because once you can see them, you can question them. Are they really true, or just stories you've told yourself? Here's a powerful question. What if you're wrong about your limitations? What if you're capable of far more than you've ever believed? Changing your mindset isn't easy. Overcoming doubt takes time, effort, and courage. But remember this, everything you want begins with mastering the way you think. And today, that transformation starts with you. You're already doing the work. You're here, investing in yourself, your growth, and your future, and that's more than most people ever do. Let me share one of the most powerful truths I've learned. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So look around. Who are your 5? Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? Are they feeding your doubts or fueling your determination? If you want to move from doubt to determination, you must surround yourself with people who challenge and believe in you. And if you can't find them in your immediate circle, don't worry. Books, podcasts, and seminars like this one can become your mentors. You get to choose who influences your mind. Now, let's talk about goals, the roadmap to your success. Goals give your determination direction, but they must be specific, measurable, and time-bound. Vague goals create vague results. Saying, I want to be successful is not a goal. Saying, I want to increase my income by 20% in the next 12 months is. It's clear, measurable, and has a deadline. But setting a goal is only the beginning. You must break it down into actionable steps. What will you do today, this week, or this hour to move closer to it? Remember, success isn't made from one big leap. It's built through thousands of small, consistent decisions that align with your goals. When you put pen to paper, it's like signing a contract with yourself. So tonight, write down your goals and place them somewhere visible. Let them remind you every day of what you're working toward. Now, let's talk about something that often walks hand in hand with doubt: fear. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of the unknown. These fears can freeze us, keeping us trapped in our comfort zones. But here's the truth. The comfort zone might feel safe, but nothing ever grows there. Growth begins the moment you step beyond it, when you take risks, try new things, and face your fears head-on. Each time you push through fear, you build confidence. You prove to yourself that you can do it. Remember, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's feeling the fear and moving forward anyway. So make a list of the things you've been afraid to do. Maybe it's asking for that raise, starting your business, or having that tough conversation. Choose one and commit to doing it this week. Feel the fear, acknowledge it, and then take action anyway. Now, let's move to something that's absolutely essential on your journey from doubt to determination: discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. It's what turns your dreams into reality. Motivation might get you started, but discipline keeps you moving when motivation fades. And believe me, there will be days when it does. There will be moments of doubt, frustration, and exhaustion. That's when discipline becomes your greatest ally. Discipline is what steps in when motivation fades. It's about doing what must be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's waking up early to chase your goals, even when the bed feels too comfortable. It's saying no to distractions and yes to your priorities. The good news? Discipline isn't a gift, it's a skill, and like any skill, it can be developed. It starts small, reading for 30 minutes a day, exercising for 20, or dedicating one focused hour to your side business before work. Whatever it is, start small, but be consistent. Consistency is the real secret. It's better to take small steps daily than to make one big move occasionally. Those small, steady actions compound over time, creating unstoppable momentum. And momentum, once built, becomes a powerful ally. Let me show you the power of the compound effect. Imagine choosing between two options: $3 million in cash right now, or a single penny that doubles in value every day for 31 days. Most people would grab the $3 million without hesitation. But by day 31, that tiny penny would have grown into over $10 million. That's the power of compounding. Small, consistent actions that lead to extraordinary results. Whether it's your health, relationships, career, or personal growth, small daily improvements create massive, lasting change. So ask yourself, what's one small step you can start taking today that will transform your tomorrow? Think about your life. Where can you make small, consistent improvements? Maybe it's reading just one page a day, making one sales call, or expressing gratitude to one person. These actions might seem trivial in the moment, but over time, they can completely transform your life. Now, let's talk about something that quietly holds many people back: perfectionism. It often disguises itself as a strength, but in truth, it's just another form of fear. Fear of not being good enough, fear of criticism, fear of failure. But here's the reality. Perfection is the enemy of progress. You don't have to be perfect to begin. You just have to start to improve. Remember, every master was once a beginner. Every expert was once uncertain. So instead of chasing perfection, focus on progress. Celebrate small wins. Did you improve even a little today? That's a win. Did you learn something new? That's a win. Did you step outside your comfort zone? That's a huge win. And when setbacks come, and they will, don't see them as failures. See them as feedback, as lessons that help you grow stronger. The only true failure is giving up. One of my favorite quotes is by Zig Ziglar. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Think about that. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to begin. That leads us to the next crucial point: taking action. Knowledge alone means nothing if it's never applied. You can attend every seminar, read every book, listen to every podcast. But if you don't act, nothing changes. So make a commitment right now. When you finish watching this, what's the first action you'll take? What's one thing you can do in the next 24 hours to move closer to your goals? It doesn't need to be big. Maybe it's updating your resume, making that overdue call, or signing up for the class you've been postponing. Whatever it is, commit to it, and take that first small step today. Self-talk is one of the most overlooked yet crucial parts of your journey from doubt to determination. The conversations you have with yourself are the most important ones you'll ever hold. Your mind is always listening, and it believes what you tell it. So, if you keep saying, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough," your mind accepts it as truth, and your actions will reflect it. But here's the good news. You have the power to change that dialogue. You can become your own greatest supporter instead of your harshest critic. Start paying attention to your inner voice. When you catch yourself thinking negatively, pause and reframe it. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I'm learning how to do this." Instead of, "This is too hard," try, "This is challenging, but I'm improving." And rather than, "I'm not good enough," tell yourself, "I'm growing stronger every day." At first, it may feel awkward, even untrue, but remember, your old negative thoughts were lies too. You're simply replacing them with a more empowering truth. A great way to do this is by using I am statements. I am capable. I am determined. I am resilient. I am worthy of success. Repeat these each morning, each night, and anytime you need to refocus your confidence. Now, let's move to something equally vital in your transformation: your environment. Your surroundings shape you far more than you realize. They can either support your goals or silently sabotage them. Look around. Does your environment push you forward, or does it hold you back? Your environment plays a far bigger role in your success than most people realize. Ask yourself, Is it feeding your determination or fueling your doubt? This applies to every aspect of your surroundings: physical, digital, and social. Let's start with your physical environment. Is your workspace organized, inspiring, and aligned with your goals? Or is it cluttered and distracting? Then there's your digital environment. What kind of content are you consuming? Are you following people and ideas that motivate you? Or are you constantly scrolling through negativity and noise that drains your energy? And finally, your social environment. The people you spend time with either lift you higher or pull you down. Are they encouraging your dreams or planting seeds of doubt? Remember, you have the power to shape your environment. You can declutter your space, unfollow negative influences, and choose to spend time with people who inspire and support your vision. Your environment should reflect your aspirations, not your limitations. Now let's address something closely tied to doubt: comparison. In today's world of social media, it's easy to fall into the trap of measuring yourself against others. But remember, comparison is the thief of joy. When you compare yourself to others, you're often looking at their highlight reel while judging yourself by your behind-the-scenes moments. You don't see their sleepless nights, their doubts, or their failures. You only see their victories. Instead of comparing yourself to others, compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Are you improving? Are you learning? Are you growing? That's what truly matters. And here's something powerful to remember: success isn't a zero-sum game. Someone else's success doesn't take away from yours. In fact, when you learn to celebrate others' victories, you open yourself up to more abundance and opportunity. Now, let's move to a practice that can completely shift your mindset: gratitude. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good emotion, it's a transformative force. You can't feel grateful and doubtful at the same time. When you focus on what you already have, your attention shifts from what's missing to what's abundant. And that single shift can change everything. Gratitude has the power to transform how you see the world. Start each day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. It could be a good cup of coffee, a kind word from a friend, or simply waking up to a new day. When you make gratitude a daily habit, you train your mind to focus on what's positive. And the more you practice it, the more reasons you'll find to be grateful. It's like tuning your mind to a frequency of abundance and optimism. Now, let's talk about another thing that often holds people back: the need for approval. From childhood, many of us have sought validation from parents, teachers, or friends. And while it's natural to want acceptance, tying your self-worth to others' opinions only breeds doubt and insecurity. Remember this: you don't need anyone's permission to be great. You don't need approval to pursue your dreams. The only person you truly need to impress is yourself. When you stop chasing approval and start approving of yourself, everything changes. You become more authentic, more confident, more determined. You begin making choices based on what's right for you, not what others expect. And here's the irony: when you stop seeking approval, you often gain more respect. People are drawn to those who walk with quiet confidence and conviction. Finally, let's talk about something vital in your journey from doubt to determination: continuous learning. In today's fast-changing world, your ability to adapt and grow matters more than ever. Your formal education might have ended, but your learning should never stop. Never stop learning. The most successful people in the world are lifelong learners. They're constantly reading, exploring new ideas, and developing new skills. Make a promise to yourself to learn something new every day. It doesn't have to be monumental. Maybe it's a new word, a new insight, or a small skill. Over time, these small lessons compound, just like the power of consistency we talked about earlier. But remember, learning isn't just about collecting information. It's about applying what you learn. Knowledge only becomes wisdom when it's put into action. So, every time you learn something new, ask yourself, how can I use this in my life today? Now, let's talk about another barrier that keeps people trapped in doubt: the fear of making decisions. Many stay stuck because they're afraid of choosing wrong. But here's the truth: indecision is still a decision. It's a choice to stay exactly where you are. You don't need to see the entire staircase to take the first step. You just need to see what's right in front of you. As you move forward, the next step always becomes clear. Don't wait for perfect conditions, because perfect conditions rarely exist. Gather what you know, trust your instincts, and take action. If the decision turns out wrong, you can always adjust your course. That's how growth happens. So don't fear mistakes. Fear standing still. Now let's touch on something equally important: your health. Your physical well-being has a direct effect on your mental strength and emotional balance. It's hard to stay determined when you're tired, stressed, or in pain. Prioritize your health. Sleep well, eat nourishing food, and move your body regularly. These may sound simple, but they have a powerful impact on your energy, focus, and resilience. And don't overlook your mental health. Practice mindfulness, meditate, and take time to rest when you need it. Your mind is your greatest asset. Protect it. Finally, let's face another major obstacle on the path from doubt to determination: the craving for immediate results. We live in a world obsessed with instant gratification. Everyone wants results now, success now, change now. But real, lasting success doesn't work that way. It's like planting a tree. You can't plant a seed today and expect shade tomorrow. Growth takes time, patience, and consistent effort. If you stay committed and keep nurturing that seed day after day, eventually, it will grow into a strong, deeply rooted tree that provides abundance and shelter. Remember, overnight success is just a myth. What looks like an instant victory is usually the result of years of quiet, relentless work finally bearing fruit. So don't lose heart if you don't see results right away. Keep showing up, keep believing in yourself, and trust the process. Now, let's talk about something vital on your journey from doubt to determination: resilience. Resilience is the strength to rise after you fall, to keep going when things get tough. And make no mistake, they will get tough. You'll face setbacks, criticism, and failure. But it's not the challenges themselves that define you. It's how you respond to them. Do you let them break you? Or do you use them as fuel to grow stronger? Resilience isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. One of the most powerful ways to develop it is through what I call productive struggle. Don't run from difficulties. Face them. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow tougher, wiser, more capable. When you face a setback, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What can I learn from this? How can this make me better?" That simple shift in perspective transforms every obstacle into a stepping stone. Now, let's confront another silent killer of progress: the fear of judgment. Yes, you heard that right. Many people are actually afraid of success. It might sound strange, but it's far more common than you think. Success brings change, and with it comes new responsibilities, higher expectations, and unfamiliar challenges. For some, that's intimidating. They'd rather stay in the comfort of what they know, even if it's not where they truly want to be. The known discomfort often feels safer than the unknown possibilities. But here's the truth: growth and comfort cannot coexist. If you want to achieve great things, if you truly want to move from doubt to determination, you must be willing to step out of that comfort zone. You have to be willing to evolve into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Remember this: you are not your past, not your mistakes, and not your doubts. You are who you choose to become, and that choice is yours every single day. Now, let's talk about something foundational to your success: your values. Your values act as your internal compass. They shape your decisions, your actions, and ultimately, the quality of your life. Take time to reflect on what truly matters to you. Is it integrity, family, growth, freedom? Once you're clear on your values, use them as a filter for your choices. Ask yourself, does this action align with my values? Does this goal reflect what's truly important to me? When your actions align with your core beliefs, you'll experience a deep sense of purpose and authenticity. And that sense of purpose, it's one of the most powerful antidotes to doubt. It strengthens your determination and gives you the clarity to push forward when the path gets hard. Now, let's move to another key principle that separates those who dream from those who achieve: the power of consistency. One thing that often holds people back is the fear of asking for help. Many see it as a weakness, but in truth, it's a sign of strength. It shows you're committed to your growth and willing to learn from others. No one achieves greatness alone. Even the most successful people have mentors, coaches, and support systems guiding them along the way. So don't hesitate to reach out. Ask for advice, seek mentorship, or join groups where you can learn and grow. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to become better. And remember, asking for help isn't just about receiving. It's also about giving. When you ask for help, you give others the chance to share their wisdom, make an impact, and feel purposeful. It's a two-way exchange that helps both sides grow. Now, let's talk about something just as vital in your journey from doubt to determination: celebrating your wins. Too often, we're so focused on what's next that we forget to appreciate how far we've come. We hit one milestone and immediately chase another without pausing to acknowledge our progress. But celebrating your wins, no matter how small, is essential. It builds confidence, reinforces positive habits, and keeps your motivation alive. Take time to recognize your progress. Give yourself credit. Share your victories with others who support you. And here's a simple yet powerful habit. Keep a success journal. At the end of each day, write down 3 things you accomplished. They don't have to be big. Maybe you made a tough decision, stayed consistent with a habit, or learned something new. Over time, that journal will become a powerful reminder of how far you've come, and proof that step by step, you are transforming doubt into determination. Now, let's talk about one final truth that ties everything together: the power of persistence. Let's address a belief that holds so many people back: the idea that they're too old, too young, or that it's simply too late to start. But here's the truth. It's never too late to begin, and you're never too old to set a new goal or dream a new dream. History is filled with proof. Colonel Harlan Sanders, the founder of KFC, was 65 when he launched his business. Grandma Moses didn't start painting until she was 76. On the other hand, Mark Zuckerberg was just 19 when he founded Facebook. Do you see the pattern? Age is irrelevant. What truly matters is your determination, your willingness to learn, and your commitment to keep growing. So don't let age, or any excuse, hold you back. Whether you're 18 or 80, the best time to start is now. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful forces shaping your life: your habits. Your habits are the foundation of your success. They shape your days, and your days shape your destiny. You don't decide your future, you decide your habits, and your habits decide your future. If you want to change your life, start by changing your daily patterns. Want better health? Build habits around exercise and good nutrition. Want greater success? Create habits around learning, focus, and productivity. The key is consistency. Small, steady habits create big results over time. It's better to read 10 pages every day than to finish an entire book once a month. It's better to save a little consistently than to save a lot sporadically. Remember the compound effect. Small actions, repeated daily, multiply into extraordinary outcomes. Now, let's explore one final mindset that separates those who wish for success from those who build it: the power of gratitude and perseverance. It applies to habits too. Small, consistent actions compounded over time lead to massive results. Now, let's talk about something that often holds people back: the fear of change. Change can be uncomfortable and even frightening. But here's the truth. Without change, there is no growth, and without growth, there is no life. Every great achievement in history, every innovation, began with someone who was willing to change. Someone brave enough to think differently, to act differently, and to be different. So, instead of fearing change, embrace it. See it as a doorway to new possibilities, a chance to grow and evolve. Remember, the caterpillar must endure transformation to become a butterfly. And the same goes for you. You don't have to wait for change to happen to you. You can initiate it. You can be the catalyst for transformation in your own life. Now, as we come full circle to where we began, you can do it. From doubt to determination, I want you to truly internalize that message. You can do it. Whatever it is for you, starting that business, writing that book, losing that weight, or rebuilding that relationship, you can make it happen. But here's the key. Knowing you can do it isn't enough. You must believe it deeply, fully, with every part of your being. That belief has to live in your actions, in your habits, in your daily persistence. Because real determination doesn't come from external motivation, it comes from within. It's built through the small promises you keep to yourself, the victories you earn one step at a time, and the resilience you show when things get hard. So today, make a promise to yourself and your future that no matter what happens, you'll keep moving forward. Because you can do it. Promise yourself right now that you'll no longer let doubt hold you back. Promise that you'll take action toward your goals every single day. Promise that even when it gets tough, you'll keep going. And most importantly, that you'll believe in yourself. Because when you truly believe in yourself, when determination fills your heart, there's nothing you can't achieve. Remember, doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. So don't let doubt control your life. Trust yourself, trust your abilities, and have faith in your journey. You are capable of amazing things. You have greatness within you. You hold the power to shape your destiny, to turn your dreams into reality. So go out there and do it. Take that first step, make that change, and pursue that dream with everything you've got. Never give up, because you can do it, and you will do it. From doubt to determination, from dreams to reality. The distance between where you are and where you want to be begins with action. Your future is waiting. The world needs what only you can offer. Don't hold back. Shine your light. Make your mark, and keep moving forward with courage and conviction. You can do it. You will do it. Thank you for watching, and I wish you good health, happiness, and success. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Mindset Daily, for more inspiration and motivation to keep you growing every day.